Hello everyone. Today we will see heat exchanger apparatus. This is heat exchanger apparatus and it consists of two experiments. One is parallel flow heat exchanger and another is counter flow heat exchanger. Today's experiment objective is to determine logarithmic mean temperature difference and overall heat transfer coefficient as well as to find the effectiveness of heat exchanger of parallel flow. First we will see each and every components of this apparatus. Basically, if you are talking about this apparatus, it consists of two tanks. One tank is hot tank. It is attached with one pump and this pump will carry this water through this pipe and it will come like that from here through this rotameter and will come and enters into this pipe. Enter into this pipe and will exit again and drain into this tank. Another pump, another tank is cold water tank. It also attached with one pump here and this pump carry this water through this pipe and the water will coming like that enters into this rotameter and will come like that and enters here, right? Now there is two switch. This is main switch. We will switch on at the starting and switch on the main heater, so that water can heated continuously. And you can see here T5 will give the temperature of hot tank, which is showing in temperature indicator, that is in current the temperature is 53.5 and it is continuously increasing. Now it consists of pipe and this pipe is concentric pipe. Concentric pipe is one inner pipe and another is outer pipe. Two pipes. In inner pipe the hot fluid will flow and in outer pipe the cold fluid will flow. And this pipe is made up of brass and having 100 mm length, 100 cm length in this side and 100 cm length in this side, means total length of this pipe is 100 into 2, means 200 cm. And it is properly insulated so that the heat cannot be dissipated inside to outside. Okay. Now we can see one rotameter is here, another rotameter is here. This rotameter is used to measure the mass flow rate of water in liter per minute. Similarly, this rotameter will measure the mass flow rate of water, hot water in liter per minute. Now there is various valves attached here. With the help of these valves, we will make this arrangement as parallel flow and counter flow. You can see there is 4 valves, 1, 2, 3, 4. If this valve is parallel to the pipe, then it is in opening condition. It is opening condition, means water, if water will come in this pipe, it will distribute to this pipe and this pipe, right? If we will make this valve perpendicular to this pipe, then it is closed. It is in closed position, means water will not enter from here. Okay, it will enter and come like that, right? So how will you make parallel flow? If we will close this pipe this wall, if you will close this wall, then you can see this one is closed, water will come like that, okay, and what cold water will go from here, it will open and it will close. Means this is the parallel flow arrangement. This is the parallel flow arrangement. Now, when hot water reach to 70 or 80 degrees Celsius, then we will start the hot water pump and cold water pump. Hot water will coming from this tank and we enter this rotameter and we come like that, and again it will exit and go through this tank, and and the cold fluid is circulated from here and it will come from this rotameter and will enter and will circulated above this pipe and it will again return to this pipe and will drain outside of this tank. Okay, it means what? When hot fluid is coming and above that cold fluid is circulating, it means heat exchange is taking place. Heat exchange is taking place. But the direction of both fluid is same here. Means it is hot fluid is entering like that, and cold fluid is entering in the same direction. So we can say that it is parallel flow arrangement. Now, this is temperature indicator. It can be set automated or manual, and here it is set manually. So you can say the T5 will give the temperature of hot water, and T1. What is T1? T1 temperature is basically it is inlet temperature. At the inlet of the hot temperature there is one at the entry of hot water there is one thermocouple that will give the temperature of THI, that is temperature at the inlet, and TH naught there is another thermocouple which will give the temperature of outlet of hot water, and similarly the TCI here there is another thermocouple which will give the temperature of cold water at inlet, and temperature of cold water at outlet will give this thermocouple. Means it's a 4 thermocouple which will give the temperature here. One is means 17.6 in current time. If you will press, second will give 19.3, that is T2 THI will give, and TH1 TH naught will give the temperature, and T3 will give the TC naught, means temperature of the cold water at outlet, and T4 will give the temperature of cold water at inlet. Now we will start the pump. This is cold water. It is circulating. Water is coming from here, and this is hot pump. Okay. Inside this you can see a cylindrical object which will indicate the amount of water which is rate of water which is circulating through this rotameter, and this top portion of this object will give the mass flow rate, amount of mass flow rate, right? We will see the temperature Now we will calculate. Just wait 2 minutes. You can see T1. T1 is showing here. T1, that is the H naught, it will be 42.8, and T2 is 38.3. 38.3, and T3 will PC naught, it is 18.5, and T4 it will be 20, it is coming out 27.3, and T5 already it is 53.6. Okay. Yes, we will see the calculation portion here. Already we have taken the reading. We will write the reading here. THI we have find out, that is 42.8. TH naught 38.3. TCI we have got 27. TH naught we got 18.5, and TC naught 27.3. Okay, and we have got mass flow rate of hot fluid, that is 6.5. It is in liter per minute, remember that. And mass flow rate of coal, that is 4.5 liter per minute. LPM, liter per minute, liter LPM, liter per minute. Yes, remember you have to calculate this meter per minute into kg per second, right? Now our motto is to calculate here logarithmic mean temperature difference LMTD, and all of you know theta 1 is THI minus TCI. THI means temperature of hot fluid at inlet and temperature of cold fluid at inlet. This temperature will give the theta 1, and theta 2 will give the TH naught minus TC naught, temperature of hot fluid at outlet minus temperature of cold fluid at outlet. Means you can see here, from here, this is theta 1 and this is theta 2, and this is parallel. In abscissa there is area oblique length, and in ordinate there is temperature. How will you calculate? LMTD, logarithmic mean temperature difference. You will put THI minus TCI here minus TH naught minus TC naught over ln theta 1 upon theta 2. If you will put the value, we will get LMTD for the parallel flow. And overall heat transfer coefficient. How will you calculate overall heat transfer coefficient? First, you know you can calculate Q mCp delta T. M is mass flow rate, and Cp and delta T. Delta T you can take any one of them, THI minus TCI or TH naught minus TC naught. Put this here, and Cp is given here, right? And area is also given here. Okay, area pi dl, length of the pipe, diameter of the pipe, and pipe. If you multiply, you will get area. If you will put all these things here, you will get overall heat transfer coefficient, and you can calculate from here, right? Now how will you calculate heat effectiveness of heat exchanger? All of you know Q actual upon Q max will give the heat exchange efficiency of the effectiveness of the heat exchanger. Okay, so you will put here m dot h. It is from table, you can calculate, and Cph it is given, and Thi minus Ts naught is known, and C minimum the value of minimum heat capacity rate, whether if m dot Cph is minimum, then you have to take here. ठीक है, तो means the minimum value you have to put either by this formula you can calculate effectiveness of heat exchanger. And you can see here, this is the temperature profile of parallel flow. Means hot fluid is entering here and hot fluid is exit from here. Means it is giving the temperature, it is releasing the heat, and cold fluid is taking the heat. That's why the curvature of this is going to be increased. The cold fluid temperature profile is going to be increased, and here hot fluid is going to be decreased because it is releasing and it is gaining the heat. Okay, that's all. Thank you.